Kailen, you ready?
Oh yeah, let's do it.
Welcome to Unlaced, the official San Diego Wave FC podcast presented by Luna Grill. I'm Megan O'Keefe.
And I'm Kailen Sheridan.
Co-hosts of, who let us do this? Of this
I
podcast.
don't know, but we are here on this incredible set, and it is finally time to get rolling.
Yes, if you're watching, this set is unbelievable. We are just in our training facility right now. But
you would never know.
Shout out to KW3 Construction, Brandon Perovich, who just spent day after day for multiple weeks building out this incredible set, and V Group for the beautiful sign, and our designer, Rylan Tunney, for the design. There's so many people to thank for making this idea become a reality.
Yes, your little brainchild.
My little brainchild is here.
No, you came up with this, and it's finally happening. So we're really excited to get going and to share this with our friends and fans and get rolling.
Well, I feel really lucky that I have you by my side as a co-host. Because
lucky
this
wasn't,
or scared.
Yeah.
This wasn't the original idea, but you had come to me wanting to do more storytelling and highlighting the team. And I was like, this is crazy because I want to do that too. And I had this idea. And I was like, what if we just put our brains together and hosted this podcast together? Because yeah, I had the idea, I had the thoughts, but you have really the inside scoop, the
inside track.
Yeah. You're doing the research in the locker room. I was like, this is perfect.
No, I this is an incredible idea, and I had no idea that this was even in the works. But yeah, I think it's important. It was important for me to come to you because I think you have such an incredible ability to tell people stories and get people comfortable, just talking, having a conversation. And we have so many new faces on the field, but also in the clubhouse, in the front office, that I think a lot of our fans don't know about. And it's just an incredible opportunity to get to know them and get their stories out there. Now, did I think it was going to be on a podcast? I did not. But I'm very happy to be here now. And I thank you for letting me jump in on your idea and your this little journey. I'm a part of it. You can't get rid of me.
Yeah, no, you're locked in. We built 2 chairs.
Yes, 2 chairs were built. And a third for some people that might join us later.
Yes, because that is the point of this whole podcast. Eventually, we will be having guests, and those will be the players from the Wave. And the reason that we named it Unlaced, and I will give you full credit for that name.
It was an accident, but it's a great name, and we came up with it. We were just spitballing.
We're like, let's get all the bad ideas out. And I don't even need to list out what I was saying, but you said this, and we're going to keep going. And I was like, no, this is perfect.
It is, honestly. We were just throwing out names and words, and you loved it as soon as I came out of my mouth.
Well, because the whole idea really is to highlight who your teammates, these Wave players, are off the field. And I think that's so important. Even as a soccer fan, women's sports fan myself, that's the way this game has been growing, is because of the stories that you hear about these athletes off the field, who they are, what their passions are, what their story is, and how they got to where they are, because everyone has such a unique story. And I feel like I tell that to a lot of athletes with my PR hat on, is sometimes they'll say like, oh, I'm not that interesting, or I don't have that much to say. And I'm like, no, you have an incredible story. I think it just takes people like us pulling it out of them.
Well, people don't know a lot about your story either, and how you got here and your background in soccer. I mean, you're just as important to know everything about this game as we are. So I think it's important that people understand how you got here.
Yeah, it's been a journey. How long do we have? But yeah, so I grew up playing soccer my whole life. That's why I'm obsessed still with this job. Somehow I'm able to work the hours that we do, but played my whole life, and I got the opportunity to play Division I, what's up, in college. AU, shout out American University. We were not good, but love my girls. But yeah, I was so obsessed with it. It was my entire life. I was the soccer girl, a soccer player, and I had a career-ending injury my senior year of college, and that day I was told I couldn't play anymore. I went down with my 7th diagnosed concussion, and yeah, they were like, you're done. You're it. You got to move on to something else. And I remember feeling like a part of me truly had died. It was such a grief process because it's something you're tied to your whole life. And all of a sudden on one day you're told you can't have it anymore. So a lot of unfinished business with the sport that I've been motivated by. So just been working for teams my whole career now, almost 10 years working in soccer and other sports. And I think that's why this was so important to me, because I went through and have been going through such a journey of figuring out who I am off the field. And sometimes that journey doesn't stop. And I think it's really special that we're going to have a platform for these players to be reminded of who they are off the field and that they are people outside of the pitch.
Absolutely. And we're in such an incredible time where women's soccer is just taking off, and there is not only jobs within the lines. You have places where you can still stay within the sport even when you're not a player anymore. And I think that's so important to highlight that wasn't there before. Usually, honestly, in all honesty, it was men filling these positions for men's teams. So I think it's really important for girls and women to see that there are opportunities to stay within the sport even if you're not playing it.
Yeah.
And we're so lucky to have that kind of understanding and be able to promote that right now. And it is a great opportunity to get to know the girls and to see their identities off the field. But I think we'll also have to tap into some people who aren't between the lines.
Yeah, I'm glad you made that point too, because that was something, like, even the job that I have right now, I never even knew it existed back when I was playing. Of course, I wasn't thinking about a career outside of putting my boots on, getting laced up. I didn't know that there were opportunities like this for me. So I work in both the PR side of things as well as content side. So I feel really lucky to be in a position to promote your guys' stories to outside media. I never thought I was going to be in the PR world, but I realized, oh my gosh, I love this. It lights me up to not only, my club reporter side of things, I get to tell the stories, but then on my PR side of things, I get to, it's almost like a salesy job. Like, I get to sell your guys' story. That's a weird way to put it, but I get to, put it out
highlight
there.
it. Yeah. Make it heard.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't available before, and now it is. So it's a great opportunity for us to start this, and we're going to run with it.
I'm Chef Michelle at Luna Grill. Our new chef-curated salads are fresh, craveable, and full of flavor. From the peach and burrata to the Luna Caesar to the Olympus greens, they just hit different. Luna Grill, welcome to our Mediterranean kitchen.
There's so many new faces on this team, and I think all the fans listening know how well we've been doing, how exciting it's been so far this year. But the team looks so different from last year.
Very different.
You've been in the thick of it, and I'm sure it feels different, but especially with the success on and off the field, it looks like it's pretty fun.
Oh yeah, we're having a good time. It's a challenge as well, but I think we are gonna talk a little soccer. There is a lot of off the field we're gonna get into, but we will hit some highlights and talk about the team on the field. I think it's important, and it's hard for me to not talk soccer, so
yeah.
I'll fall into that pattern. But yeah, this team looks incredible. We have such different talents that we've brought in, and I think what we're seeing right now is how we put those talents together and how we form a new style that the club hadn't really had before. But with new personnel, you have to figure out how everybody fits together, and it's this giant puzzle that we're sorting out. And I think it's been going really well, but I know that we haven't even cracked the surface, man. There is just so much more to come out of this team, so you're gonna have to stick around.
What's the vibe like in the locker room, off the field? I mean, I'll just say, I came in today and you guys had a team meeting, and there was just so much chatter. It was right before the meeting started, but it was so lively, and everyone was yapping and chattering, and it felt different from years past. I don't know. That's just
I think
the vibe I felt.
The club is growing, and we're creating more space for that and more opportunity off the field to create those relationships where we maybe didn't have that in the past. But yeah, the group, they're very connected, very very strong relationships. We're also very young in certain areas, so I've never felt old on a team. I feel old on this team. I feel a little bit like a big sister / aunt / mother character, but I think that's a great thing to have, is that youth and that excitement. And it is a little naivety to a point, but it's really good when we're trying to build and learn. That's something that's so important, because there's nothing in their way. There's no egos. There's nothing. Everybody wants to learn and get better and grow, and that's just, you can't ask for a better attitude to have than that.
Yeah, I feel like you do a really good job of taking on that natural leadership role, natural, whatever you wanted to call it, motherly role. And yeah, we do have some really young players. I mean, you don't need to say any names, but have you had those conversations with some of the young players where they come to you and they want advice, whether it's life advice or soccer advice?
Yeah, I feel like there's a few times where they come to me and then we can chat, especially on the field. I think it's a really good opportunity for me to help them learn and grow and learn how I can also better serve people and make them better. And in that is also a selfish way of making myself better. But ultimately, that's how you make a team strong. You grind against each other and you learn from each other. And yeah, I think whatever this team needs, you know, I'm there to support them, and I'm always here to listen. But I also got to keep them in line sometimes too.
Wait, I have to ask about where the stomp originated from.
Oh,
The
the new team stomp.
Yes, I remember the first game that you were like, it was like right before the game started.
I
And you were
know.
like teaching them this stomp, and I was like, did they not practice this? What is she doing? But it looked so sick, and the reaction of everyone on the team. So where did that come
Bought
from?
right in. Honestly, I was thinking for a while before the season started that we just need something before the game that's unique to us and that's unique to this year and to this group of players, and to just get us all to be in a circle and to buy in. But ultimately, that came from watching a show, the Rugby Sevens.
Oh yeah,
And they like get in the locker room, they're yelling at each other, they're hyping each other up, and it's all exciting. And then they get in the huddle and they go squeeze, and they just hypes them all up. And I was like, oh, that would be cool. We should do that, but not like squeeze.
Yeah. You gotta have your own thing.
But instead of like everybody puts their hands in and does the like wave on three or like your team on three, and I was like, we need something different. We need to separate ourselves and get hyped a bit. And I think there's just something really strong and powerful about doing something in unison.
Yes.
And so instead of, wave on three, it's still wave on three, but instead of throwing your hands up, you stomp the ground. And I think, honestly, I didn't expect the reaction. I just asked them to go with me, ride with me for one time, try it. If we hate it, we'll never do it again.
Yeah.
And they love it. When we don't do it, it's a riot. Like, they're like, no, everybody come back. We got to run it. We got to run it back.
That happened one time because I will sometimes help film it, or my gal Sam on the socials will film it, and I remember the first time that we saw it happen, and then I remember Mac.
Mac is
I saw her on the film.
serious.
She goes, "That was so cool." And I was
Oh,
like,
if I
got
miss it, she
chills.
looks at me and she's like, no. Sometimes I'll put my hand in, like, just as
Yeah.
out of like habit, and she's like, no, put that hand away.
I will always watch. I now have an eye for someone that'll do like an
Yeah, you
awkward
get one
hand,
of
and
the-
then they go like this.
No, now we have to, and
Yeah.
it's I think it's just special to this team and to this year, and it's kind of helped us recreate our identity a little bit.
Yeah. Also, speaking about you having this motherly role on the team, before we get into you actually being a mother, I have to ask, when are you going to get in on the TikToks? There's been a lot of TikToks coming out of this group.
I need to get up with the times and the program a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm a little late to the TikTok scene, but I'm coming.
Well, yeah, you're a mentor for them for life stuff, and
And
they can mentor you.
They can teach me
in
the
TikTok
the
scene.
trends.
Yeah. Because I've been so impressed. Like, it'll just come up on my For You page, like Gia, Chiamaka. Like, they're killing this right now.
Oh, yeah.
I'm taking notes.
These girls, they know what they're doing.
Yeah. Okay, well, real mom talk.
Real mom.
You're going to be a real mom.
I am.
And we're going to also just treat you as a guest right now, because I think people are very excited to have you on as a co-host, obviously, but you're going through something really unique right now in your life, and I've been fascinated with it. I've been picking your brain about it. I know you said you've had so many teammates picking your brain about this journey. I guess just what are your thoughts right now? Where are you at in the process?
We are so excited. Dom is approaching 26 weeks pregnant, so
How many months is that? What's the math?
so many. I don't know. I'm
You
like,
can
I
go by
know
months.
she says in weeks or months. I'm like, okay, how long do we have left?
When are we there, Mom?
Yeah.
Are we there yet?
No, but we couldn't be more excited for this next step and this next chapter in our journey. We've always wanted to have kids, and having seen kids within the environment in the past and in other environments, that's just, it's so incredible, and it brings the mood up and I think the girls like having the kids around, and I know for our child, having these incredible role models to look up to, like what a incredible opportunity for our child to see strong women in everyday life doing incredible things. So yeah, we're just really excited to have our kid around the club and around just some bad A women.
There were so many little aunties or big aunties for a baby.
Yeah.
That's such a cool and unique experience to have a kid. I mean, I remember when Alex, she had Charlie around, and you attached
better,
her
man.
so well. You guys hung out, and just watching you interact with her, and everyone said, like, Kailen needs to be, she's meant to be mom. This is happening.
Yeah, no, it's definitely always been something I've wanted to be and excited to be and looking forward to. But yeah, having Charlie around the team, like you could just see it within the group, how you come off the field and she doesn't care what you just did. She wants to know if you want a unicorn or a pony. Like it's just such a breath of fresh air, and it keeps the mood high. And so we're really excited to bring our kid into this and have them around a group.
When did the conversation first come about with you and Dom, your wife?
Yeah, I think Dom and I we've been together for 8 or 9 years. I should probably know that. Anyway, we talked about it earlier in our relationship that we both wanted kids, and obviously it's in the soccer world, it's hard to take that kind of time to be a mom and create a life and take that time off. And it's difficult to really plan ahead, but it is something that we did have to plan ahead because of. And Dom maybe didn't want to carry at first. He wasn't sure. It's a scary thing, and it's an intimidating thing, but it's also one of the most incredible things ever. And watching her go through it is just, I feel so lucky to be able to witness it. She's crushing it. I mean, I knew she would. She's such a motherly figure and just has so many incredible maternal instincts. But yeah, we talked about it early in our relationship, and then we got married in 2023, and we knew that again, you have to plan a lot in this career. So after following the Olympics last year, that we wanted to start really taking this journey seriously. And you never know we wanted to try IVF, and you never know with that process how long it can take. And I think knowing that this year was going to be internationally a down year was a really good opportunity for us to go forward and take the first step. So when the Olympics ended, well, firstly, when I was coming to San Diego, one of the most important things for me was, this is something I want in my future, and I want a club that's really focused on supporting moms and supporting their players' ability to prolong their career and also think about their future as a mother. And so my first question was, do you have any partnerships with fertility clinics, and what is your plan going forward for what that looks like? Because it's never really been a thing within women's soccer. So yeah, I think coming to San Diego, knowing that was going to be a really important factor for them and for me, it made it so much easier. And shout out Shady Grove, they're the best. So we started Shady Grove Fertility when I got back from the Olympics last year, and I went and did an egg retrieval, and we are doing co-IVF right now. So Dom cool. is carrying my egg.
That is so cool. And I really respect how open you guys are about your journey. And I think it's unique that, a queer couple is really so open and transparent and sharing, because it's a challenge. It's so many additional challenges than what, a male and female couple deal with. And I'm not saying they don't deal with challenges as well, but I think it's unique. And I love that you guys are so open about this, because not a lot of people talk about it, but it's a future that everyone deserves. And I think
it's crazy that it's not talked about more, to be honest. And I know a lot of my friends, just even heterosexual couples, who need to go through fertility, and you don't know until and you spend like your whole life trying not to get pregnant, and then you need to get pregnant, and it can't happen. But I think the conversation should be larger about just having an open dialogue with a fertility doctor and with your doctor about what that looks like for your future.
Yeah.
And, you know, I'm telling the girls all the time, like, go take advantage of this. We're really lucky that this is something that we have access to. And go get your eggs checked, girls. Come on now.
Yeah. No, I mean, here on Unlaced, we're all about being open and sharing our stories. Like, this is something that I've personally looked into, especially just freezing my eggs and hearing your story and us sitting next to each other prepping for this podcast, but also being like, oh, here's the website that you went to for Shady Grove, and here's the phone number that you can call. And I've had this tab open, and it's been so inspiring. And it's scary. It's a difficult process, but there are elements to it that are less scary if you just have the information. And you guys have gone through that, and now you're becoming like these educators for your teammates and then people like me, and then even sharing your story and showing that it's possible, because I think it can feel daunting for people that want this in their future, but it's again not talked about.
It's always easier if you know somebody who's going through it and you can relate. And we just want to be able to help people relate. And even when we're going through difficult times through the pregnancy, which like there's ups and downs and there's hurdles that we've had to overcome, it's better to feel like, okay, somebody else has gone through this and they're okay.
Yeah.
And that's possible for me too. So I think that's something that Dom felt really strongly about sharing, and we want to continue to share that. And I know our fertility doctor at Shady Grove is so thankful that we were able to share this. And I think it's important that people continue to talk about it, because we're all going through it in a one way or another.
Yeah. No, I think, I just really, really respect the way you guys have shared your story. I think it's really important, and an interesting piece of this journey is obviously in your situation, you need a sperm. Like, the science is science. So hearing about your process of picking a sperm, I'm like, oh my gosh, this reminds me of the dating apps. This is like,
it is though. It's really like the dating apps. Like, you're learning everything about this person on a website, and you're choosing what you want for your future. And I think we're really lucky and fortunate that we're able to, but it is really expensive as well. And it's something that like you don't think about until you need it. But Dom and I had a lot of conversations about what was important for us in that, and ultimately, like, we wanted a healthy, strong, happy baby. And that's the kind of things we're looking for. Obviously, there's a lot of genetic things that we had to do, a lot of genetic testing and make sure that that's all copacetic.
That's a good word.
Make sure all that matches up, which is crazy. And I know my parents always joke, like, you know so much about this random person. And I'm like, I know more than most married couples about this person I've never met.
Yeah, that's like, what are some things on the profile that,
like, their favorite food or like their GPA in high school?
Wow.
I know everything.
Like the clubs they're in.
Oh,
were they in
all
chess
of it.
club? Were they football? All the things.
All the things.
Because with her carrying your egg, you were looking for qualities that reminded you of Dom then.
Yeah, I think we were well, we do want to also do co-IVF the other way.
Right.
So we wanted somebody that kind of was a mix of both of us.
And you want to use the same sperm for both.
Yeah, so they're biologically half siblings.
Yeah. So cool.
It is wild. It is wild. I'm learning a lot every day, and just wanting to help people share it as well and go forward with their journeys. But yeah, it's crazy how much I know about this person. But we wanted somebody who kind of had the on paper features that we have, because we also are similar in that we both have like Italian and English backgrounds and
Tall.
We are both
tall.
we're both large women.
Is there one thing, or is there anything that scares you or makes you nervous about the baby?
Oh yeah, everything. I don't want to mess up my baby.
You're like, okay, that's a bigger question.
There's a huge one. I want to. There's a lot of scary things
You're
about
like,
being a parent. Yeah, how much time? We don't have enough time to talk about everything I'm scared about.
Okay, well then think of what's the most exciting thing that you're looking forward to from the day that they are born.
Oh man, everything. I just can't wait to look at it and just have that feeling. I know I have to say it or them because we are not finding out the gender of the baby. That has been decided already, and it is what it is, and we just want a happy baby. So it'll be a fun little surprise at the end. But
yeah, wow, I'm so excited for you. I'm excited for this team to have a little.
Me too.
Mini
I think
Kailen
it'll
Dom.
be so exciting to have a little baby around the team again.
Well, speaking of, I mean, maybe having some time off with a baby. I guess that's no time off. I don't know.
I'll have to learn how to operate on a little less sleep.
Yes.
We'll figure that out.
Well, we are now in the thick of a July break, but when this episode drops, you're going to be in Toronto.
Yes.
Repping your Canadian national team.
Yes, ma'am. I will be back with the national team for a week, and then we'll be off for a week, which will be nice.
Yeah, what are the games that are happening for you
We're
guys?
playing Costa Rica in Toronto, and then we head to D.C. to play the U.S. So it'll be,
Nice.
yeah.
Well, you are representing multiple teams, obviously.
Yeah.
Strong with the Waves, strong with Canada. You have a wild schedule to juggle between club and country. How do you manage that? I know you've been doing it for many years now.
Yeah, I think I'm honored to be a part of the Canadian team. That has been a dream of mine since I can remember. So every time I get called in, it's exciting, and it's another opportunity to represent my country, which is, again, it's just something that's so dear to my heart. This time it'll be really exciting though because I get to go home, which is nice.
Yeah.
Play in front of my family, and yeah, I'm just really excited to see them and have them at a game. Sometimes it's hard to get to all the international games. We travel so much, but I think you kind of learn what you need to do as you go further and further within the team and continuously get called in. You learn what your body needs, and it is important to kind of take note and really put awareness to that so that you are benefiting. When you come back, you have to play another game right away. And so it's really important that we take care of ourselves and we recover well. And sometimes that's harder than others. Sometimes you just got to push through.
Yeah. I'm sure throughout your career, when you're young, you can just
bounce
pop back
back
and forth.
Yeah.
Do whatever you want, not really
I
thinking
don't
about recovery.
bounce back as easily these days.
Yeah, what's the extra stuff you're doing? What do you have to add on?
I mean, lots of
body
recovery socks and leggings. Got to keep the ankles from swelling.
Like you and Dom can share.
Yeah.
Ankle.
No, she's using mine. Just for the record, I had them first. No, yeah, things like that. Just making sure I maximize my sleep and get in the pool if I need to, ice bath, all that kind of usual stuff. And I think the biggest thing with that is that you just have to be consistent with it. It's easy to do it once or twice, but the older I get, the older I get.
So you'll be gone for a wee bit with the Canadian national team, and then you're coming back. So yes, we do have this July break, which is great, but we just announced a couple exhibition games against Utah.
So excited.
July 12th, which is exclusive to our season ticket members, which is really cool. It'll be at Torero.
It will be. It's going to be like a cool little homecoming, throwback to our first year. And yeah, really excited to do that again because it's always such a good atmosphere there.
Yeah, it's so
and you
intimate.
gotta be in the ticket members, man, to get in.
So we've got those exhibition games, but you did mention you have, let's say, a week of free time. How are you getting unlaced? What are you doing?
I'm unlacing by no, we're gonna be at home. We have a place in New Jersey, and we're excited to do our baby shower and just see friends and family and just celebrate the pregnancy that we haven't had really time to do yet.
Yeah. Does it feel like it's gone by fast, or are you just ready for the baby to be here?
I'm like ready for the baby to be here. It kind of feels like it's slow. Again, we knew right away, so we've known the entire time.
Right.
But I think Dom's probably getting to the point where she's close to being like, let's get this baby going.
You had some ideas of how you wanted to, replicate her experience?
Oh, yes. This is the fun stuff I was trying to get to do. I want to try and get a couple experiences of what she's going through, you know, having a new weight in this area and maybe some of the pains that go through it. I want to try and sympathize with her.
Yeah. What is it? Those like contraction machines?
Yeah.
You're going to do that?
I'm willing. I just want to, be as supportive as I can.
Well, I was curious too, like with her carrying your egg. I know we're going back to the mother stuff, but it's so fascinating to me. Do you have FOMO?
A little bit. I want to know what's going on. I'm constantly asking her, like, how you feeling? Do you feel the baby? Like, what's going on? And she's probably really sick and tired of me. She hasn't let me know yet, so that's nice. But yeah, there's a little. I want to know, man. Yeah. I'm so interested in pregnancy and the idea of creating life. Like, that's so incredible. Yeah. But we're gonna have to. I think we're gonna have to give it a shot.
Yeah. Me too.
Well, you're in this with me now.
Okay.
If I'm in this with you, you're in this with me.
Okay. We're gonna co-host each other as we
We gotta feel what she's going through.
Brother.
Come on now.
Okay. I don't even know if that's in my future, but maybe this will make me decide.
This will
or not.
tip you one way or the other.
All right, stay tuned for the extra additional content.
Yeah, that's gonna be
exclusive
fun.
content from Unlaced. And you wanted to do what? The watermelon?
I want to strap on a watermelon.
And how long are you going to keep it on?
I think we just go through some daily routine activities, you know, and maybe not like play soccer, but maybe a little bit.
That would be interesting.
I don't know.
You could probably do it.
I mean,
The watermelon would explode.
I just can't get hit.
The watermelon is precious cargo,
Or
as well
fall
as
on it.
Maybe.
Yeah. I don't know. You'll have to keep watching to find out what we end up doing.
Well, I love that you came to me with a lot of these ideas for fun content, and then we just started spitballing. I think there's so many fun things that we're gonna hopefully be able to do with some of your teammates.
Oh, yeah.
As well as hear their stories. We want to be able to showcase some of it, and I don't know. We obviously haven't presented any of this to them, but we thought it'd be funny.
They don't know, but there's some fun stuff coming their way.
that they are not aware of, but we can attest that it'll be fun. Like,
Yeah, they'll be into it.
Gia, when she first came to America, had never been to Target before.
Yeah, and
She was
was
fascinated.
blown away by it.
She spends like every day there.
I know.
That's exaggeration.
That's
but
yeah, but she
almost
spends
every other day.
a little extra time there.
We should take her on a shopping spree.
Yes, I just want to see her face.
I am obsessed with Target. I can't imagine
I
experiencing it for
know.
the first time.
I mean, she's right. It's incredible.
So, fun stuff like that.
Oh yeah, lots of fun stuff.
That's all. We had other ideas, but not going to.
I don't know.
Yet.
Are we sharing all the other ideas? What were the other ideas?
Campsite with Sav.
Yeah, I feel like we need to get outside with Sav, and nobody realizes Sav's ability to be out in the wilderness and
Survive.
Yes, she has some crazy survival and camping but like mountain bike, like this girl is out there hiking.
She's doing
it all.
If they make it this far into the episode and they hear us saying all this stuff,
They're gonna be like, we're not doing
sorry,
that.
No, that's a hard.
Actually,
pass.
cut that in case she says no.
No, we'll reel her in. Build a tent or something. She can teach us how to make a fire.
Yeah,
Sure. I love all these ideas.
I'm telling. That's why I'm here. I can get them on board.
Yeah. That's why we hired you. Appreciate your business. Well, lots of exciting things to look forward to.
Oh yeah.
So stay tuned.
We're still figuring out all this stuff, so yeah, stay tuned. That sounds right.
Okay. Well, I think that's a great way to wrap up episode number 1.
We did it.
We did it. Well, yeah.
Kind of. You have a lot of work to do, so
we'll be cutting some of this, but as we podcasters know how to close these out,
like,
rate,
subscribe below. I don't know. People say that.
Get your
No, like, comment, and subscribe below.
And wherever you get your podcasts, you're already listening to this, so thanks for tuning in on wherever you get your podcasts.
We're gonna have to go watch somebody else's to figure out what we're supposed to say at the end.
Share this episode with someone you care about. No, share this episode with someone you think that would be interested and that you also care about.
Yeah, I mean, you should probably care about them too a little bit.
Share this episode with someone you don't care about, but they should listen. What else? Oh, be sure to follow us on social media, San Diego Wave FC. You can follow Kailen on social media. You can follow me
at Kailen Sheridan. That's it.
I don't have a legit name. Mine's at Megan O'Keefe E. There's an extra E at the end because
Megan O'Keefe was taken.
There's a lot of
yous.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, hit us with a follow and visit SanDiegoWaveFC.com for more information on the Wave for tickets to games coming up for the second half of the season. Because we're in a break.
It's going to be wild. It always is.
Every game.
NWSL second half season.
Crazy.
You never know.
And lastly, one more shout out to Luna Grill, our presenting sponsor. Shout out to them for making this all come alive. And to KW3 Construction for putting this beautiful set together. And that's it. That's a wrap. I'm Megan O'Keefe.
I'm Kailen Sheridan. And like, comment, or subscribe.
We really beat that nail on the head.
That's what you're supposed to say.
And this is Unlaced.
Join us next time.
Bye.